Welcome to Channeling with Charlie. In today's video, I'm going to talk a little bit about what inspired me to want to create some content and put together a YouTube channel. I also want to touch a little bit on, you know, um, you know, my spiritual background and the direction I want to take this channel in. And I definitely also want to touch a little bit about some of my a little bit about my past and what led up to where I'm at today. I also like to take this very moment to thank those that already subscribed to my channel, those that liked and comment. It means a great deal to me. Your love and support is greatly appreciated. I'm extremely grateful for that. Um, First and foremost, what inspired me. The individual that inspired me is a fellow YouTuber by the name of Vegeta Das. If you're not sure who that is, I insist that you go check out his channel. He makes amazing content, very spiritual. He travels the country. He's a spiritual guide and a spiritual teacher, and he has a lot to offer this community and this world. But I would watch his videos, and at the time when I started watching his videos, I was struggling with my spirituality, and I would watch his videos, and he would inspire me, and I would start practicing meditation more, and I wasn't too sure about where I want to take my spirituality at, and he inspired me on many different levels. But please go check him out. I think you guys would like what he has to offer. And I kind of want to shape my channel to a lot like his. I definitely want to be artistic in the sense, or a creator in the sense of having my own style. But to kind of piggyback where his channel is, that's kind of what I would like to do as well. I also talked in my previous video about my past with recovery, or my drug past, and how I'm in recovery. In the recovery world, spirituality or a higher power goes hand in hand. You need that strong spirituality, or you need that higher power to kind of guide you through your recovery. And so, those are things I want to talk about in this channel. And where I see this channel going is in a direction where, over time, building a strong network, a strong subscriber base, where I can have support and I can give support. People can leave comments and ask me to talk about certain things, and I can touch on those things. But almost like just like a YouTube family, or just a bunch of people that come together and that support one another, because I think this world needs more love and support, and not so much hate. But those are some of the things that got me in this direction to want to create a channel and put out content. Kind of where I was at in my life at one point was, I was very lost. I was confused. Very troubled young man, and because of some pretty bad decisions, I find myself at times incarcerated. Being a slave to drinking and drugging, and I was spiritually bankrupt and just lost. And through some hard times and through desperation, I came out on the other end, and I found a 12-step program after going through a detox. And I was able to start to shape my life in a more productive way through this 12-step program. When I first got into a 12-step program, I was so desperate that I was willing to do whatever it took to stay sober. And at the time, I got a sponsor, and at that time, my sponsor, insisted that I would, hit my knees morning and night and pray. And he definitely was someone that was, practicing, or his religion was Christianity, and and that's awesome. Anything that takes you out of yourself and that really helps you, and encourages you to want to live a better life, I support that. And at that time, I needed something. So, I followed his suggestions and his guidelines, and, I practiced his religion, and I, I felt myself getting better through, his religious background, and using his spiritual teachings. And I can tell you that that's what I did at first. I'm currently 5 years clean and sober by, the grace of a higher power. And I can tell you that, within 2 or 3 years into this 12-step program, I just didn't feel that connection that I once felt when I would pray to this higher power that I was borrowing from my sponsor at the time. And I just felt spiritually bankrupt again. I felt that void once again that I would use drinking and drugging in the past to fill. And when I came into a 12-step program, I filled that void not with drinking and drugging, but with religion. And after a couple of years of being in this program, this 12-step program, the void was back. I felt that hole again in my soul, and I knew I had to do something. And at that time, I wasn't sure where the direction I was going in. And I started to really look at the things that were around me, my surroundings, the people I was involved with, and I noticed that at that time there was people in my life that were using healing crystals and meditating and using yoga and eating good, being a vegan or eating all natural, and it's funny because now that I look back on it, those in my way were signs from a higher power, or those were kind of like those, it was kind of like people were around me, almost like encouraging me or inspiring me to try something new. And now that I look back on it, it was truly awesome. But I don't think that these people were in my life by mistake. I truly believe it was meant to be. And the more, even today, the more I like open my eyes and look around, I see people in my life that are in my life because they were sent to me through connection, higher power, whatever you want to call it. And so like I said, so a couple of years in this 12-step program, I'm lost, I'm confused. I don't want to pick up a drink or a drug, but I need to do something. So at that time, I had a friend, she was using healing crystals and everything, and I started to learn about healing crystals. And I would start to get involved with healing crystals and everything, and meditate from time to time. And next thing you know, I'm learning about that in that community, and I like what it's doing for me. I feel connected. It's not, it wasn't just like something I did. I actually felt a connection with these healing crystals, and I felt a connection when I meditated. And I slowly got a little bit into yoga, but then, I just didn't know enough. And I can tell you that's also too where I want to take this channel in the direction of, not me just putting out content, because I'm still learning. I'm still on this path of spirituality. I try to practice Buddhism, and I try to include some Hinduism in there. But I'm just going off of my connection and my energy, and the direction that my energy is being pulled in. And I can tell you that when I meditate, when I practice Buddhism and Hinduism, and I eat good, when I feed my mind, body, and soul, I feel whole. I feel connected. I feel one with the universe, if you would. And it truly fills me. It fills my soul. It really grounds me. It keeps me on a straight, narrow path, and to the point where I don't even think about drinking and drugging, just because life just feels so pure and amazing that I don't want to put poison or chemicals into my body and disrupt this connection I feel with the universe. So with that being said, that's kind of the shape that's how I want to shape this channel, the direction I want to bring it in. I would think I definitely want, if I could, have people to give me feedback, people that are in this community, to please, like, and comment on my videos, and let me know, different techniques I can try, or different things I can do to better serve my soul, and to help me on the spiritual journey. Because like I said, I'm still learning. This is all new to me, just like I'm learning how to use YouTube. And I apologize for the rawness of my videos, but I assure you that I plan on learning how to edit and how to make better content to put out there for you guys. And like I said, I'm still young. I'm 33 years old. I thought I was at a place in my life where I literally thought I was going to die from a drink or a drug. And at that time, I was so desperate, I just accepted it. I never thought that I would ever get clean and sober again. And I can tell you, sitting here before you today, in my own apartment, I have a job, a car, an apartment. I'm truly blessed and grateful where I'm at today. I want to live my life to the fullest today. And through my practices and through Buddhism and my spirituality, I feel a part of today. I feel connected. I don't feel like I'm lost anymore. I don't feel like I'm someone who is just a lost soul. I feel truly one with the universe. And with that being said, I just want to love. I just want to give. I just want to help. I don't want to hurt anymore. I've taken so much from people in my past drug addiction that today I just want to give. And I truly thank you guys. Really, I can't do this without you guys. The love and the support that you guys give. I feed off of that. It's all about channeling. Channeling with Charlie. Channeling our emotions together, channeling our energy together. I feed off that. When I put out positivity, I get positivity back. When I put out negativity, I get negativity back. And it all starts with that intention. So I got to keep my intention pure. In upcoming videos, I definitely, like I said, I want to push my shrine back and lay out my yoga mat and do some yoga for you guys, and clear my crystals with you guys. I want this to be a connection between me and my followers, that we can come together. You guys can watch my videos. I can put out content, and in that moment, we're connected, and it's truly beautiful. It keeps me sober, keeps you guys entertained, and I learn from you guys. You guys learn from me. Help me help you. Like I said, please like, share, comment. Please support. Please love. Love is everything. Without love, what do we have? There's too much hate in this world. But thank you guys so much. This is episode number 2, or video number 2. And thank you guys so much. With that, I'll definitely talk with you guys tomorrow. Stay tuned for another video. Namaste.